Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Thursday, July 24th, 2025. Looks like it's going to be a down day. And we've got gold down $23 after having been down quite a bit yesterday. 3,361, looking like a buy zone to me. Silver in sympathy down 20 cents, 38.98. In the futures market, 39.33, the spread compressing a little bit. Gold silver ratio at 86, and I think it had been 85 a little bit prior. Let's see if we had an 85 handle. Yeah, we had an 85 handle a little while ago. So what's going on is, of course, tariff deals are being announced, Japan and now the EU, and that's taking some of the froth out of the gold market. And gold is pulling silver down, but silver doesn't want to go down. Therefore, the GSR is dropping. So we have GSR dropping as a result of gold falling more than silver. We'll have to see how that plays out by the end of the day. Let's see, in the 10-year, now this is interesting, the 10-year spiking up again to 4.412. Higher 10-year equals higher dollar, 97.37. Dollar may try to make another run at 98. I tend to think it will continue to drop here. All right, copper prices are up, bucking the trend, so you see commodities rising as a result of those trade deals and enthusiasm over, stronger world economy. Copper moving to $6 here post haste. Remember when it was under 5? Copper being one of the best investments you could have made, at least in the. This is the futures market, so don't get that confused with the spot market. But copper continuing its run, and silver would be running as well, but gold is putting a damper on it. Platinum is off as well, and that tells you that platinum has been trading. By the way, platinum down about $6 to 1,409. And platinum's been trading, I think, in sympathy with gold, not so much as a commodity, because it's been a commodity forever, and the auto industry's had up cycles and down cycles, and it never caught a bid recently. So I think platinum is the alternative to gold, and especially in China, that is true as consumers are switching to platinum over there. They certainly wouldn't want to have their money in currency if their government would allow it. But platinum today is off in sympathy, I think, with gold. So I think that's the platinum trade. In the commodities market, let's see, my base metal commodity is at 1981, top coming off that as well. That is copper, steel, aluminum, lead, things like that in that fund which I hold. All right, on the economic calendar, what is today? Wednesday? No, today's Thursday already. Is today Thursday? Yeah, we have initial jobless claims coming up at 8:30 Eastern. Oh my God, they must have. Am I getting the day wrong here? Why is it not on CNBC? Hold on one second. Let me see if I'm missing this. Today is Thursday. Initial jobless claims are due out at 5:30 Pacific. It is 5:31 Pacific, and I don't see them out. So there you go. We'll have to see if that comes in weak or strong. That could definitely move the markets. And I'm not sure. Here we got breaking news. Okay, they're interrupting Como, talking about the advent of socialism in New York. Let's see. Initial jobless claims 217 versus an estimate of 227. Fewer initial jobless claims as reported by the government. Often they do that and continuing claims go up, but I don't know the continuing claims number. Let's see if that moved the metal market. So that would be a little stronger economy than expected, be a little higher interest rates. Clearly that information was leaked. That's probably why the 10-year bond was up. And the dollar was up. And now we have gold down 23 and silver down 19. You could see a reversal in silver, but silver just pounding up to 40 here. I don't think we'll see too much of a sell-off. even on a big down day for gold. But I think it is a day to buy gold if you have been holding off on that. Where was I? Okay, and that was the economic calendar. And then on Friday, we're going to have U.S. unemployment report, hourly wages, manufacturing PMI, and consumer sentiment. So we'll have to see if the consumer is still optimistic about the future, even though they can't afford a hamburger or a gallon of gas, but somehow there is still optimism out there. All right, let's get on to the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com. You can click along with me on the website. It's all totally free, and we're going to find the best deals on the internet, and nobody tells me what to say or how to say it, and you decide if you think that's valuable. Before we get to that, the question of the day is going to be a review of the craziness of the Superman coins, which are coming out at the U.S. Mint today. We're going to have the gold 1/2 ounce proof Superman coin coming out today. We're going to have the 2.5 ounce silver Superman coming out today. There's been a lot of drama about this for those of you that like to buy U.S. Mint products. Whether you keep them, collect them, pass them on to the kids, or just sell them in the aftermarket for profit. Anyway, I was very optimistic about the gold Superman coin and the pricing grid that the U.S. Mint is supposed to price gold products by. It seems to be they've deviated from that, and they've priced the gold 1/2 ounce Superman at over $2,700. Yeah, you heard that right. If you want Superman, well, he's flying out of your reach at $2,700. Before that pricing was released, Pinehurst Coins was buying it with a TBD on the price. As soon as the price was released, at 2,700 and something, Pinehurst Coins removed their purchasing tab. If you've never sold to Pinehurst, it works very well, and you can do it very, very easily. There's a couple of fees attached to it for shipping, etc., but it's an easy flip for those of you that like to flip. And then it takes about 3 weeks to get your check. Anyway, so they were buying the Superman coin, and now they are not buying the Superman coin, and I don't think anybody will be buying the gold Superman coin at $2,700. So that will likely be available for eons, unless something really changes in the aftermarket. So that opportunity has dissolved. We'll have to put our eyes on Sacagawea and the Sunflower for future gold purchases if you roll that way. In regard to the 2.5 ounce Superman silver coin, the one that everybody's been waiting for, because there is a mintage limit on that one. They are currently paying $325 for that coin. They were paying $375 until the Superman gold pricing came out, and then they dropped it to $325. Nonetheless, at $275, I think is the price. I think the silver Superman 2.5 ounce is the one to buy, and I'll be picking up one of those. Will you? That's the question. Okay, let's get on to the deals. All right, when it comes to buying, we're going to start with gold. Now, you'll have to make a decision if you want U.S. Mint sovereign gold or if you just want any gold. So there are lots of gold at spot deals. For example, the 20 franc. Let's see. The 20 franc is right around spot at 630 for a 0.18. Oh my gosh, hold on one second. My eyes are going bleary. 0.1867 ounces of gold in a 20 franc. And this one looks like it will be random. I guess it'll be the Helvetia. You can also pick up the Corona if you'd like big gold at spot over at Bullion Exchanges. 3309 for the Corona. So whether you want to roll with gold is gold, or you want to go sovereign. If you go sovereign, the price on the Gold Eagle, full Gold Eagle, is $33.95 this morning at Bullion Exchanges. Buffalo is quite pricey, or the 4-coin U.S. Mint proof gold set is a smoking deal at $63.57 if you've got some bigger bucks in your wallet. The smaller gold is going to be pricier, and again, now here's sovereign gold, scruffy. $5 US commemoratives at 816. Do the math on that. You'll like the price. If you want to pay up for BU gold proof commemoratives, 834, and that is a .241. Oh, Jesus, all the narrative. That is a .2418 ounce of gold, and those gold commemoratives. That's a good buy there as well. And itty bitty gold is going to be quite expensive. Oh, I won't do those right now. So make your decision. A Krugerrand is often very cheap as well. So you have a lot of things to choose from there, but smaller is going to be more expensive. So you may want to go foreign if you're buying smaller gold. Platinum should be coming down a little bit today, but not much. Silver Eagles, Bullion Exchanges takes the lead this morning at 42.09 for a Silver Eagle, with silver down 16 cents. On their website, and in the spot price, silver is down 20 cents. Okay, well, interesting. For once, they haven't dropped their price below the spot price. Silver futures are down 17 cents, so they're following futures price. Okay, I digress. Let me keep going here. And I'm lost. Hold on one second. Okay, that's a Silver Eagle. You can get the calls for 41.43 at Bullion Exchanges. No, thank you. And green light is still on. I like the consolidation here. We might get a buying opportunity, but I don't think the dip will be as much as people would like. You can get a silver maple at Bullion Exchanges for 41.18. And whether it be a maple, a kangaroo, a Britannia, Krugerrand, or a Philharmonic, they're going to be at that 41 or so level. Let's keep going here. And Costco, what is up on Costco? Did they drop their prices? Let's see. We've got a gold bar at $34.69. Executive Club membership and a 2% rebate credit card will get you 4% off of that. The silver bar, $4.29. Did they raise the price? Yeah, I think they did. Wasn't that $4.19? Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. You've got the Arga Heraeus 10-gram gold pack, which is a little pricier than I would like it to be. And you have no Eagles, no Buffaloes, no other silver coins. People say that the Silver Eagles are coming up from time to time, and I think they might be about 41 out the door if you're lucky enough to catch those. Okay, let's do junk in the trunk, right around spot. 28.3 at Monument Metals. Yeah, I think we can do better on eBay. A large lot is going to be cheaper at Bullion Exchanges, 27.66. I'm glad you guys liked the discussion about slicks versus circulated with dates. Per Coin Show people, they're saying a lot more dealers are weighing that silver. So try to get your junk in better quality if you want to get a better price on it. We can get 20 Buffaloes at 40.25 each. That's $1 over, and they look to be, I think those are BU. You'll have to check that over at bullion.com. I still like the 10-ounce cast deal over at Pinehurst, 40.6 per ounce. Maybe you'll get something cool, maybe you won't. Okay, and I did the buy prices. I looked at the buy prices again at Bullion Exchanges. They had lowered their buy prices back down to $3 or more back of spot. And this morning, the buy prices all came back up. So SD Bullion, I think, is about $2.75 back a spot. JM Bullion, maybe $3 or $4 back a spot. But Bullion Exchanges has raised back their buy prices. Scottsdale buy prices are still pretty good. And Summit buy prices I can't figure out anymore. Okay, let's keep going here. So just wanted to let you know that. A kilo is no longer $1,300. It is $12.86 at SD Bullion. Moving along, same products, lower prices on eBay. The way we get those is with some cool 3% rebate credit cards. Yep, don't spend all your credit cards for air miles and so forth. Get that 3% cash back and let it augment your stacking. That's how we get the best deals on eBay. The credit cards I like are on my website. We got Silver Eagles this morning, and let's see if we can beat 42. I'm going to skip the calls and go right to the BUs. Okay, here we have BU at 850. He'll take a best offer, and he is a pretty darn small seller. but that's 42.50. That'd be about 41.50 out the door. Maybe if you get him to take a best offer, maybe you get him under 41. You might save $1 on that, but I cannot recommend a dealer that small. Let's go to a bigger seller, and this is a big seller, good feedback, free shipping, monster box of 2016s. This would be the one I would do. So here's 42.50, 41.50 out the door. You beat the dealer by 50 to 75 cents. Maybe he'll drop his price even more. Coming right out of a monster box. A large lot of Eagles. We're going to go to the BU again. Those are 43. So that'd be about under 42 out the door, but the smaller lot deals are better. Okay, let's keep going here, and the rotation is maples. Matter of fact, I should let you know, maple buyback prices are, quite a bit better than silver rounds. Your buy-sell spread on maples may be pretty good here. So we got 1039 or a best offer. Prices came down. Britannias are 1049. Kangaroos are 1067. These are all interchangeable, these coins, with the maple having a little better reputation. 1068. So we got to go back to number one, which was the maple. And the maple at 1039, what is wrong with this deal? He is 157 feedback seller, 100% positive. So that is something that I might do. I can't recommend it to you because he's got pretty low number of transactions. But this guy will take a best offer. Let's say you get those out the door at $1,000. And your cheat sheet will tell you that will be $38.80 out the door after a 3% rebate credit card. So I would jump on that, but that's probably my greed showing rather than my fear. I would make him $1,000 offer and buy those all day long. You'll have no buy-sell spread. I think the buy price on these are like 50 cents over, something like that. So that is a good deal on those maples if you want to take a chance on a smaller seller. Let's go do junk, and junk has been a good deal as well. Here we got Standing Liberty Quarters, and they are slick as a baby's butt. And 27.9. I don't want you to buy the slicks, guys. Let's see. Here's a full roll of Washingtons, and those look like they. Oh, look, he's got some walkers in there. Looks like he's going to throw in some slicks. Anyway, 27.4. Actually 28 with shipping. I don't know. You'll save a couple bucks. Let's go to the bigger. God, what happened to the good deals? What am I missing here? Maybe we can get some half dollars. Someone said that Minot Coin and Bullion on YouTube is selling half dollars at like $1.25 or $1.50 back. Check the chat room, link at the top of my website. You definitely want to follow those guys if you're looking for the best deals. Look at this, 28.9 times face for quarters. What is that? 28.9 divided by 0.715, 40. I don't know what's going on with junk. People raising their prices on junk on eBay? Why are you doing that? You're not going to sell it. Let's do a large lot of junk. And that's 28.15. That'd be about 27.40 out the door. And 27, excuse me, got the hiccups. 27.4 divided by 0.715 equals, 38.30. Oh, good deal right there. 38.30, yeah, baby, and they're shiny. I think I showed you this yesterday. So the big junk is the better deal today. I'm going to skip the Carson Cities and the Morgans, go to the vintage bar of the day. Don't you dare buy this at $4,400. But this is a holy grail. Kenneth and Frida Schoenbach. And look at these little trapezoidal bars. Oh, aren't those pretty? If you ever see one of those in the LCS, just pull your wallet out right away and grab them at almost any price. But I thought you'd enjoy seeing a beautiful old trapezoidal bar. Old vintage weird shaped bars carry a very high premium. The 50-ounce big boy here is still for sale in Canada, 2,132. Then you're going to get your savings on that. You'd be out the door at about 40 bucks an ounce. If you want to chance the tariffs, you probably don't, but I'll continue to leave that there. The cheapest kilo kook this morning is $13.39 minus rebates. It'll have scratches. 1 ounce rounds, 40 bucks, about 39 out the door, right around spot for 1 ounce rounds. Small lot of rounds, about 50 cents more. Let's go to the 100-ounce bar. 100-ounce bar, cheapest price is going to be... Is this for real? I showed you this before. About 39 an ounce out the door. Maybe a little under 39 for that Hyundai right there. Buyback prices on those are not as good these days. Okay, let's go on to gold. And a 1 gram random gold is as cheap as 121 minus 3%. 1/10 random gold, and it's a good day to buy gold, I think, is 362 minus 3%. They haven't dropped the price on that. 1/10 gold eagle is as cheap as 376. Okay, good seller, good feedback. BU Gold Eagle, that'd be about 365 out the door. 36.50 melt for small gold eagles. Let's keep going there. If you don't want to pay that much, let's go to random quarter-ounce gold. That may be a sweet spot. And why do we have a gold eagle in the random gold? 894 on that one. You'll take 30 bucks off. You'll be about 865. It is BU 865. What's the melt on 865 out the door after 3% rebate times 4 equals melt to 34.60 on a quarter-ounce gold eagle. He's got a $10 coupon there. I guess we could check. Let me get back to the price on that. Divide by 4. So his price is $865, and quarter-ounce cheapest price at the big dealers is $861. No deal, no savings. You lose. Buzz. Okay, sorry guys. That didn't work. I thought that might have been a deal for you. Let's go to something bigger. The bigger the gold, the bigger the savings. We're going to be hard-pressed to beat spot. Let's see, a 1 ounce gold eagle, $34.96, about $33.80. Oh, he's got a coupon, $34.86. That'd be about $33.70. Oh, that might beat the big dealers. That's going to be about $33.70 out the door with $10 coupon. Good seller, $33.70 compared to the dealer price. This is how you use the website, by the way. Compared to $33.85, you save 15 bucks. I'm not excited by that. How about the 1.85 proof gold set? I'm in the wrong place. Hold on. How about the 1.85 proof gold set? That is going for $66.11. What did that set sell for that I thought you could bid on? You go to sold items, you click sold, and the ship is, somebody got one of these for $6,000 before rebates. Let's go with ended recently, and that sale went off at $65.01. Okay, usually auctions sell for less than buy it nows. So $65.01 is what that person paid at auction. For the same thing, they're selling for, let me go back to lowest. Same thing they're selling for $66.11. So that's a reasonable, you'd often pay $100 more for buy it now versus an auction. But that'll get you out the door at about 6,400 divided by 1.85. 6,400 divided by 1.85 of proof sovereign U.S. gold. 34.59, so about 70 bucks over spot, over melt. Anyway, you decide if you like that. Use your PayPal card for that one. Don't use up your Amex card. There is a cap on those. How about the cheapest? I don't know. How about a Buffalo? We'll check a Buffalo. God, I want to buy gold today, but not really catching the deals here. About $34.30 out the door for a Buffalo. No sale. How about a Tudor Beast? Quarter ounce Tudor Beast, $9.11 for the unicorn, And 918 for the dragon. Multiply that by 4, and you will be at, I can't do it. Brain's not working. 918 times 4. You'll be at 3672 melt. Let's check the 1 ounce. Did I take the top off this? No, I didn't take the top off the cap. Hold on one second. I gotta remove the 3500 cap. Let's take that to 4000. And let's see how much an ounce of Royal Mint 999 gold is going for. And, ooh, here we go. Not bad. Unicorn 3500. Unicorn 3500. The bull. What is that? That is the Panther 3547. Can't get a dragon. 3567. Well, I like the dragon. But if you went with the cheapest sovereign gold, 3524, $100 off, puts you at about 3424. That's not a bad buy there. I would honestly pay up for the dragon. Maybe the Panther. The Panther's not a bad looking coin either. Let's keep going for a $5 commemorative. And, oh, they're cheaper today, and they're out of stock. Okay, thank you, BGASC, for clogging up the airwaves. Here's 849. This is a smaller seller, and a good deal on that, but you may not want to deal with him. If you don't mind paying the extra $10, those are 861 from a good seller, and then you would take $25 off on a $5 commemorative. 861 minus 25 would get you at about 836. 836 divided by 0.241. It's really more like 0.242. Would put you out the door at 3468. Yeah, I'd probably buy those scratched commemoratives from the dealer. It's just the price is too good, even though they're going to be beat up. I'd probably go with that scratch deal if I had a limited budget and I didn't mind ugly gold. It won't be ugly, but it will be scratched. Here we got a 50 peso for 41.89. Out the door be more like 40.89. Oh, God, come on, brain. 41.89 times 0.97 with a good credit card. You'll be 40.63 divided by 1.21 and a fraction, 33.58. Look at that. And what is spot this morning? What is spot this morning? How are they absorbing that better than expected unemployment report? Gold down 32 now. Silver, oh, they banged it. Silver down 51. Okay, well, that's good news for some people, not good news for others. Support, oh, God, I think it's in the low 38s. I can't quite recall. We're going to get a smackdown today based on that better than expected unemployment. What are the markets doing? God, we're not rallying. The stock market isn't rallying on that, is it? Futures, where are futures? Here we go. Let's reload that. We're in extreme greed. Cruising for a bruising. If I was going to put a short on this market, I would do it right now. But I don't. I buy the VXX is what I do when I feel like the market is toppy. I trade volume. Volatility, I'm sorry, not volume. What is Bitcoin doing? I don't know why I'm looking. Bitcoin is off just a little bit at 118,000. The whales know what's going to happen often before everybody else does. We got the Dow down 323, S&P down $1, NASDAQ up 29, NASDAQ hanging on by its teeth. Had some positive earnings reports from technology, and it's not terrible news coming out of Washington at the moment. He's actually making some progress on the tariffs. Let's see what the VXX chart is trading at. That's the way I like to play a dropping stock market. And TradingView. I like TradingView. I wish I could afford a membership. Look at this VIX. Still down 9 cents. But check out the 1 month on the VXX. Let's get a 6 month on the VXX. That is the S&P Volatility Index. Look at that drop. I mean, it has gone from the last spike was 54. The VIX is now at the VXX is now at 47. It's ready for a bounce, I think. And I think the market's ready for a sell-off, but don't follow me on stocks. You know I'm not a stock guy. Okay, where am I? Let's just try to wrap up some of this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. It's a buying day, but I'm not seeing anything I'm crazy about buying. The junk under spot was pretty good. The gold at spot deals are pretty good. If you want something in my eBay store, ask me for a friend discount. There's the bars I pour, Precious Metal Verifier, Food Saver. If you buy any of these things, I always appreciate it if you click my links, which is what funds the website and the chat room. You can refine your bars in the Devil Forge, and there's the Amex card I like, the PayPal card I like. The Quicksilver card is pretty good as well. With those extra kicker deals of 4% that don't work on precious metals. And I like the Saver card from Capital One. I started using that recently, getting 3% back at the grocery store. Unlimited savings, free card. That's a great card. Take the money you save on your Cheerios and put it into precious metals. And if you want to get into the chat room, you can do so by clicking the links at the top or the bottom of the website. Oh, and you can buy me a cup of coffee, give me a super thanks, or join my super secret membership club that costs $4.99 a month, and you'll get a decoder ring to go with that. No, you won't. Okay, but thank you. I appreciate each and every one of the channel members that are part of the channel membership, and I'll try to treat you guys right. And here is the chat room, and they're talking about Superman. They're talking about a 10-ounce coin at spot at Monument Metals. Oh, let's check that out. If you're not in that, look at this. Holy moly, you got the Emu, the biggest flop of a series that has ever been issued by the Perth Mint, right? Is that the Perth Mint? Yeah, maybe it's the Australian Mint, but I think it's the Perth Mint. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, and the price is right, guys. Look at that. The retail market is pretty weak right now. Nobody wants to pay 40 bucks an ounce for silver. But there you go, a big ugly Emu in 10-ounce format and sovereign silver coin from the Australian Mint, and $3.88. Good find on that. I don't know if I'd want that coin, but it sure would be an attention getter and a conversation piece. Well done. Who gave us that one? Snacks. Thank you, Snacks. Let's see. U.S. Mint has a price sheet. Oh, you were just talking about the price sheet. The francs at spot, they got a link to that in here. Punishment for errors somewhere, I don't know. Buying one, yeah, they're talking about the Superman coin. And Vermilion, Vermilion will buy the Superman coin for 2% back a spot. Yeah, that's true. Interesting stuff here. Silver hits 14-year high. And Minot coin has got the $1.25 back a spot deal on, I think he said Kennedy halves. I thought he said Kennedy halves. Maybe not. Okay, that's all I have for you today. If you like what I'm doing here, thumbs up. If you want to help a friend, share it to your friend. Share it on social media. Help me get to 20,000 subscribers, and let's help people save some money on precious metals. Every time you save $1 on precious metals, you're poking your finger in the eye of the big fiat monster known as the U.S. government, and I love poking him in the eye. And well, I don't know. Thumbs up. Thank you. Subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck out there. Get some deals.